Hello and welcome. Tim McCracken here from Crypto Insights. Today, truth and reality. Gary, how does that sound to you?
I like both, actually. If you want,
Yeah,
if you want to know the truth, yeah. Okay. So,
yeah.
hi,
But
Tim.
Gary,
Good to
what's
see you
that
again.
famous line? What's that you're always quoting from that movie about truth?
Which move?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's the only look I have.
Yeah, you can't handle the truth.
Oh no, that's from. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, you can't handle the truth. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's from A Few
maybe,
Good
maybe
Men. Yeah,
some
a few.
Jack
Yeah,
Nicholson.
that was Jack Nicholson. You
Jack
can't
Nicholson.
handle the truth. But which, by the way, did you know that that guy only got paid like $30,000 with the Screenwriters Guild for that line? And years later, he sued the Screen Actors Guild, and he ended up getting over 3 million for that line.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So,
Little bit of
everyone, are
filler.
you ready? Can you handle the truth we're about to reveal?
Can you handle
Ah,
it?
Gary, would you like to read this word for word out for everyone?
All right, I'm going to read this word for word. Okay, this is and this is unscripted for me. Okay, the biggest scam in life is paying taxes on money we make, paying taxes on money we spend, and taxing taxes on things we own that we already pay taxes on with already taxed money.
Exactly.
Does,
So for those of
does
you,
that sound right to you? Does that sound right to
I'm
everybody?
going to give people a true life example. Australia, New Zealand's got GST. I think it's VAT in the UK. So you make money and you get tax on your income. But when you go to spend that income in Australia, there's a 10% tax. So when every time you buy something to eat or petrol, or whatever, that's money that gets taxed again. It goes back to the government. And then the things you already own, you own your house, but when you go to sell it, you've already paid the taxes on it to get the money to get the deposit. And when you go to sell your investment property or your house, you get taxed again. And you've already been
Property
taxed.
gains tax. Yeah, property gain
And
tax.
what?
That's
And
it.
then add to that in Australia, stamp duty when you buy a property, $3.5%, $1 million. There's what, $35,000. There's another tax. Then there's land tax. If you own a certain amount more than the land threshold, you get taxed on that. Like Australia has now become one of the most taxed countries in the world and an absolute nanny state.
Mm.
Thank fuck I left. Anyway, moving on from that, let's have a look at some really good wisdom here. Now, what we're seeing here, Gary, is everyone keeps looking at the highs. What they're saying here is look at the lows of Bitcoin. Now, as you can see, in 2021, there was a massive surge. That was when the global money supply M2 printing machine kicked in, right? Printing money. COVID, here, 25, the low's been 75. Now, what happened here in 2021, 25,000 actually went up to 68,000. So we're heading to up 200,000 plus, even being confirmed by Jim Cramer says it's never going to happen on CNBC News. And we all know that everything that Jim Cramer says is shit. The opposite happens. So it's looking pretty good. So what you should do to combat the tax that you're being taxed on your income and your spending and your properties is you should be putting some money into Bitcoin, right? Because the growth in there is phenomenal. And it's almost like a tax offset account. What do you think about that for a plan, Gary?
Well, it's better than a 401k they have in the United States. All right. So, I mean, they're looking at
Yeah.
Social Security, looking at 401ks, and all these things are eroding away in the United States. So,
Yep.
it's a far better long-term plan, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, 401k is basically S&P 500, which averages 12% here, which isn't too bad. So I know Bitcoin's not in that. There will be some. I know the MTSR are looking to get onto the S&P 500. So, buy a Bitcoin wallet. If you don't want to buy a Bitcoin wallet and own the coin yourself, you buy an ETF. It's not as good as, but same, but different. But most importantly, hedge your taxation by investing in Bitcoin. So that's the message today. If you've got any insights you'd like us to look into, please send us a message on WhatsApp. We are a new channel, okay? So I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe to that and to say thank you. We'll give you a consultation at no cost to you on how to create a passive income in cryptocurrency. So my name is Tim McCracken. I look forward to seeing you in the next Crypto Insight.